Hello everyone, Artelisiana here. Link to my DeviantArt in the description below and also for my Patreon if you'd like to do that. Warning, this video will contain pictures from Google that is not mine. Please go and give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. And also it's going to contain my personally opinion and something about ditto that I don't feel like you guys is going to like hearing about. So if you are, sensitive or can't, handle stuff like that, click away or else stay. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, here we go. So I just saw Birdkeeper Toby's video, and I will leave a link to the video in the description down below, where they talk about, the way that the ditto reproduced, make offspring and stuff like that. And I was very surprised that they actually think that ditto is more like a snail or a lizard, so they can, breed with themselves, or how to say that, it's non-gender-ish, or how to say that. Something I was also thinking about was worms. You can cut a worm over and then it can actually breed with itself. Very creepy, I know. But yeah, I was also thinking, if it's not, breeding normally like other Pokemon, is it like crawling all over the Pokemon to get the DNA, crawling, inside its brain and crawling all over it? Ugh. It sounds very creepy and don't sound very nice that ditto actually have the ability to do that. Now the other thing about, it reproducing like normally, I don't feel like it was such a, bad actually concept, or I don't feel like it was like censored or need to be censored, that the ditto was actually just having normal sex, or how to say that. And I'm sorry to say that, but I really do feel like there's a lot more worse things to find on the internet, so keeping it PG and stuff like that, I'm not going to do that. So you have been warned, or I warned you in the start of the video. Something I really do feel like ditto is like DNA. It's like taking itself apart and making itself fluent, as I said, and getting the DNA from the other Pokemon by, crawling onto it, or doing stuff with the Pokemon that shouldn't, that's not something I want to think about. Something I also believe that ditto actually can do is divide itself up into cells, or how to say that, and combine itself with the cells and becoming the Pokemon afterwards it had crawled all over. Ugh, still, it makes me cringe to think about that. Also, something Birdkeeper Toby was talking about was that the ditto might look like, lizards that can be cut off with their tail and stuff like that. And I talked about other animals that can do that as well. I believe that this is also maybe a case, but then, when it copied itself, you can actually cut off a ditto's arm and it will, grow out again. So if it, for example, was a Pikachu and it became a Pikachu and you cut off its leg or something, it could actually grow the leg out again. Now, I don't know if ditto has this ability, but I really do like the fact that it actually, I like the idea of that. I don't like the fact about it being fluent and, crawling all over stuff. But yeah, that's just me thinking about slime and slugs and stuff like that. And not that I actually like snails, but not in that way. So yeah, I really do think that there is some way that ditto actually can breed in this way. If it gets the ability to, copy all of the things, so even if it gets its arm cut off, it's becoming a new arm, or it becomes a ditto arm, I'm not quite sure about. Something I was also thinking about the ditto is that actually I do believe the fact that it is a clone of Mew, or how to say that, it was, Mew was the first Pokemon to be, experimented on and getting clones and stuff like that. And besides being the same color, it also has the same weight, and it can learn almost the same move sets. And it's just, a happy Pokemon. If you look at it, they both smile and are happy, even though that ditto is a little bit creepy with all of this I just said. But yeah, I really do believe that ditto have something to do with Mew, or vice versa. Actually, I also believe that the ditto could be copy or experiment of Mewtwo, because Mewtwo was also experimented on, but it was a long time after Mew, and I'm not quite sure it would work like that. But I actually saw some fan art on DeviantArt about Mewtwo, where the ditto crawls all over it and stuff like that, and I really do feel like it was like meant to be, or how to say that, it was like making sense, or how to say that without being weird. I will not link to that artwork because I know that the artist is copyrighted. So yeah, I will just put pictures from Google up here. And I did warn in the start of the video that these pictures are not mine and stuff like that. But I'm still feeling like this is something I need to talk about, because I really do like Pokemon, and I really do actually like Ditto and Mew. Mew is one of my favorite legendary Pokemon. It's not my favorite legendary Pokemon, I'm just saying it's one of my favorites. And the thing with it being DNA, or being, fluent liquid cells, or fluent, mass, or how to say that, so it could rebuild any Pokemon it wanted to be. I'm actually thinking more that Ditto is like clay, or how to say that. It can, it sees the other Pokemon, and it can represent a picture, or like a mirror. It can like form itself like the Pokemon, and when it breeds with the Pokemon, I do actually think it's just like normal breeding, so they get the egg. I'm not quite sure about this, fluent with the Pokemon being fluent and going into the brain and going all over the body of the Pokemon. I don't like that one. So I would definitely prefer the other method of breeding, your Ditto and stuff like that. And Ditto also can be any gender it wants. So yeah, I'm believing that that is the way that Ditto actually reproduces, and why you can get a Pokemon egg. For example, if you put in an Eevee, there will come a Eevee out and stuff like that. So yeah, that's actually all that I have to say about that. Do check out Birdkeeper Toby's video about the fact, and that's actually all for today. I really do hope that you find this interesting. Tomorrow I will go back and My Little Pony videos, because I have a great project on the line. So yeah, and that's actually all. Do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner, and do remember to have fun. Yeah, that's actually all. Okay, bye.